What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat knows.
Morning everyone, Kat here. May 9th, right? Yeah, May 9th, not sure of the time. I'm out in Deer Creek camping, Dustin and Courtney's rig.
And she found a chunky in the wild.
Are y'all?
How y'all doing? Long
No,
time
we
no
gotta come
see.
this way.
Somewhere.
We're out in Deer Creek till May 11th. Dustin and Courtney, as I said, they're across the street this time, and instead of across the yard, they had to go to town. But for Mother's Day, they paid for my reservation here in the state park so I could come camp with them. We've kind of turned it into an annual family camping adventure. Yeah, you probably can hear the, what did you say in the wild?
Oh no, laying there. So we've had some nasty rains. Well, they've had some nasty rains. I've only been out here a day or two. We've had some nasty rains out here, and something happened to some electrical boxes at some spots over there. I was laying there this morning, and I'm like, do you hear that? And she's like, yeah, I hear the birds. I'm like, no, listen. She said, what? I'm like, listen. I said, you hear that? That's the endangered indigenous wild jackhammer. All the way over there in the wild.
It's just like a cross through the woods over there. Because it loops around. I'll attach it.
I'm really squinting at the camera. It's bright.
Yeah. But what we're doing today is...
What we're doing?
Well...
What we're doing?
I'm supervising. What's going on today is... while I was out in Quartzsite, my friend Jewel put the vents up for me, my new vents, but Chunky's gonna put the covers on. It's screwed in.
It didn't work.
But he's gonna go ahead and get my scoops put on because I haven't had the vents very long, and I'm sitting across with Chunky, or Bunky, and his wife. I'm sitting over there, as I said. And we're sitting there going, oh, listen to the rain, because the first couple days we were here, it just poured. We're sitting there, and Dustin all of a sudden goes, isn't gonna rain get in your vent? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he says, isn't rain gonna be down in your vent? And because now I can open the one in my bedroom. He's like, your bedroom's gonna get wet. I looked out the window, I'm like, oh, well, I'm not used to having them because I just got them, what, the second week of February, and then, like, by the time Van Aid was done, I was back at LTVA for like a week and a half maybe before I headed back to Ohio. So I'm not used to having the vent. So I had it wide open and, of course, walked off, and thankfully we were here and I wasn't gone.
She got a project done without me.
Huh?
A long project that needed done a very long time ago. She got done without me, but I'm here to put these on.
But Joel did an amazing job.
Hey, I give props. Like,
yeah, we had no leaks, and we definitely have had the test because we've had no. What indigenous animal is that?
That's an indigenous hammer. My allergies are killing me. I can't talk. The indigenous endangered hammer.
Sounds like they're hitting the bucket of a bucket truck or something. But he's putting the parts together.
I'm being smart. I'm not reading no directions. We don't need none of them.
But this is the brand.
She got her name brand.
But let's, so that when the vent covers are up, I can, excuse me, leave them open.
Oh hell, what's cool is these are actually designed because the wind is going to go, you know, you can actually drive this, people say anyway, I don't know if we're going to test that theory, but you can drive down the road with your vents open if you chose to. So
well, it's because you're driving and the hoop, this part is facing the front.
Those wicked hot days, you know, where you're going to crash at the end of the day after driving, it won't be so bad in a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
God, I've missed doing videos. I missed you guys.
But So he's
Maybe you guys will get to see me fall off the roof today. I think I said that about a year ago. Roughly, close enough. I'd have to get the actual date.
I didn't get a video. I finally got a new tow strap because I was at the point where my awning pull strap, whatever you want to call it, had broke. And it's so green and pretty out here. The allergies are rough, like you said. He's having a bad time. But I would have to pull the arms down because I didn't have the pull strap. And by myself, it was a real pain in the keister to try and get, you know, I'd pull that down and then this would get stuck or vice versa. And then putting it up was even worse. So it usually became a two-person job. So I finally got, yes, keister. I finally got ordered a new awning pull strap for it. And it was what's that brand? It's the popular brand.
Camco?
Yeah. It's also a Camco. I didn't do a video of that like I...
That's our third, well, it's yours now, but that was our, that would be our third one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Because the original, the one that Shade Pro put on, I had the awning done, and then this is the third one.
Well, this one, at least the plastic part looked nice and sturdy.
But you did break the thing.
Oh, the zipper coming down. But anyways, I hadn't got to that yet. But the issue we had is if we had this, which is part of the slide, it has a zipper, and I've got the shade cloth that goes with it, and you zip the shade cloth on, and then you have a shade wall here. But the issue that we were going to have is the awning pull would either have to be at one end or the other, and still kind of defeats the purpose of me being able to do the awning by myself. So what I did, and I don't know if you can see it, is I had to slide this whole screen out, and I cut, you can see where I cut the net, made a cut because lost my train of thought. This net, there's a little track, see the track? And on one end or the other, which in this case it's on this end here with the Buckeye flag, this screen slides out. So I slid it all the way out, found the middle, and I cut a notch in the plastic tube that goes in the track for the screen. And then when I slid the screen back in, I worked it till I got to the middle. Then I put the awning strap, and then I put the rest of the screen and slid it over. And now I do this. And yeah, it hangs, so I can't wrap it or pull it to one end and wrap it on the awning arms like everybody else does, but it's no big deal. But I still can use the screen. Well, that was fine and dandy, and I pulled the awning in and out a couple times. But about the last time I put it, he's over there already hurting himself. The last time I don't do that. Last time I pulled it back out, I was going to put the screen back on, and the zipper broke on the screen. So if I want to put that particular shade cloth off, I'm going to have to use those bitey, I don't know what they're called, but
hey, anybody's looking for a decent set,
ooh, look at that pretty cardinal. Where'd he go? Okay, wildlife. Don't see this, hear these things and see these things out in the desert, so taking it all in one.
Now, if anybody's looking for a decent set, this is the Ryobi set. Catch them at Home Depot on sale, $19.99. But it's also an awesome little set. Has your spade bits and your drill bits, and
well, you're just waving around, and for somebody that don't know that, which is, these are the spade, screw tip bits, and drill bits.
Now, the only dislike that I have with this one is the numbers. The sizes for the drill bits are all on the back behind the bits, and it's kind of confusing. But
especially if you don't put them home where they belong.
Yeah. Well, this is brand new, so I bought it just for this job.
Don't I have one of those?
I gave you one, yeah, but I don't know what you did with it.
And is that the normal way to get tools out, is to use your phone case?
Nah, I'm having problems with my hands.
So we're gonna.
Don't judge me.
I'm gonna attempt to video Chunky going up, because I'm not getting up on the roof. I don't trust myself as far as the dizziness.
I trust you.
I'm talking about the dizziness. And have Chunky videotape what he's doing up there, and
I'll do my best. this is a learning. Honestly, this is a learning experience for me too. I've never done this, so I give pointers where I can, but we're learning.
So we try and share because we're not. Yeah, all the little birds here. That cardinal that was just through was real pretty though. That's just a little sparrow or something, but
It's great to be back. I'm wearing the appropriate shirt.
yeah, because turn around, I'll show them where we're at. This was a gathering in 2021, and where?
That is my no-no square.
Okay. But anyways,
She's rolling her eyes at me already. Oh, I don't even have my watch on. I can't tell you what time it is.
11:13 in the morning. What's the temp? I can't.
It's inside.
It says it's 62 or 72 already, but I'm still kind of chilled, so I have a sweatshirt on. But so I'm gonna close this for now, this part of it, and I'm gonna get the GoPro set up so he can take it up top, or he can tape with his phone, however he chooses. But I'm under a spot that's kind of, I don't know if I'll be able to get a drone up very high in here, but I wanted to take a drone. Compared to the spot where we were last year, we're definitely in a more tree-covered, wooded spot. Everything's still kind of mushy with all the rain we had, but it's wild to be in the green instead of the desert. But all right, let's watch somebody else work. Talk to you in a bit. Is it on camera mode?
No, it's on now. It's recording. Hey, I'm all the way up here. She's all the way down there.
Oh, that makes it dizzy.
A better view up here. There's Clifford. You guys ain't seen Oliver in a hot minute. There's you.
I'm watching. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Look up. Hello.
I don't know if you can see me or not.
I don't know.
Oh, now you can see my head.
Anyways, I'm procrastinating. As long as we don't tip off the roof, I think we'll be okay.
Well, we just have to take the screens off. Why not?
No. Screens.
You need to put the scoop on so I can see how high this
Yeah, I need you to drop it down. Man, if I send her GoPro off the roof, she's not gonna be happy. Stay. More. There you go. Put it back up a little. Okay. Right there is fine. Is it open where it needs to be? Yeah. Okay, I'm taking it off now. Oh, I need a pen. So, when you put these on, you're not gonna be able to open the vent all the way, but you gotta have it open when you install it. Of course, you don't blow through the plastic, but so that you measure correctly, make sure. I don't know exactly what I'm. Hello.
Hello.
Don't fall off the ladder. I'm not down there. I can't.
That was one.
Thank you. Oh, this pen's gonna be fantastic. Give me my G2 off the dash. It's in my truck. It should be unlocked. Maybe. Did you find it? She's getting in the truck. We're right next to the camp host. She's gonna launch it up here. Awesome. Thank you. I'd be sad if I broke her new lids. in like this.
If you push it back away from you,
Push what?
the camera.
Oh.
Get a better angle of it.
Stay. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I'm glad you're having a good time in there. I just started. I just started. Here comes the first one. I read the directions. Kinda. It'll line up. I heard what you said. You want to come up here and do it? I will. They can't hear you. They can only hear me, so they don't know what's going on down there. I'm doing that right now. I'm marking the holes right now. I think she wants to do this. But you don't know. That's not to that step yet. No, you don't. You put the brackets on. You mark the hole. You sit and you put the brackets on. You make sure it lines up with the holes in the hood. Then you make sure these are closer to the corners per the directions. You drill the holes. You put these back on with the bolts underneath, and then you set the thing on and tighten it down.
You put the white cover on. You draw little holes where the screw holes are through the white cover. And then that's where you match the L brackets up.
I'm an independent woman. Independent. Oh, balls. That don't matter as long as it's up enough for me to not blast through it. I'll mark your hole in a second. Let me work. There's a bee up here. It is straight.
Not to the big cover. Yeah, better that way.
I'm not done yet.
And you're too close, I can't set it. You gotta put it back to your big material.
Now look. So I can't tell you what I'm pointing at, but how's it look? Washers are in the correct places now. Screens on. Alright, come get your camera. So I practiced on that one down there. It's done. I'll get you a better view of it when I'm done with this one. Learned quite a few things, and I will hopefully be able to pass that on to you guys if anybody chooses to put these up here. I lost my shade tree, which was nice and shady down there. It's not so shady over here. But this one's next. All the same parts as that one down there. But I kind of know how to do it now. Ooh.
Or a Pepsi.
She's handing beers to me through the roof. See, I can even mess with her. I can turn the fan on. Right here. Anyways, roof beer. nature. It is hot up here, and that beer is ice cold. Anyways, like I said, same parts as last time. We got the cover, and then our bag of brackets and screws and nuts and lock washers and regular washers. And I'll show you guys what all those are for here in just a minute. It's all about placement on here and working with the person below. Position of how that needs to be to know if you need to slide it this way or this way so that this still goes up and down. The way I found best when I was doing that down there is I went ahead and I took this screen out so I could see in when we were doing the adjustments for proper placement. And Jewel, the wonderful friend of Miss Kitty down there, did a fantastic job up here. I broke that one down there, y'all remember, a couple years ago. And the fan in this one never worked, and it was so sun faded or sun faded, dry rot or whatever in the plastic. But now the fan works and the vents work. All right, so I took the 2 Phillips screws out of here, and then this just lifts out. She's gonna lower the vent a little bit, kind of show you what I'm doing here, and then you set it over top. Now I'm gonna hook the hardware up and I'll show you guys that in a minute. Then we're gonna do some adjustments and then I'm gonna mark my holes. She's just having a good time playing.
Oh no, I have to raise it.
All right, so we got our brackets. There's 4 of them, 1 for each corner. And then you're gonna grab your nut, bolt, lock washer, and regular washer, which before I got up on the roof I put them all together so it was easier to keep track of. This is a better view of the hardware we're working with, your nuts, your bolt, and your lock washer, and your regular washer. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take our bolt and put it in the hole just like that. And then we're gonna take our cover back off and we're gonna put it, guesstimating off the last hole, I'm gonna put it in there. And I'm gonna throw just the bolt on it temporarily. I don't know if you guys can still see me. I'm just gonna throw this nut on here temporarily so that it holds it in place. I'm gonna do that to all 4 corners so that it's on there just like that. All right, so I got all 4 hardware set up on each corner, and this is just temporary. This is so we can get it all lined up. She ran the vent up and down to make sure it would close and open without catching anything on the inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark where the brackets are on each side so that we know where we need to use the 3/16 drill bit, which is very hot because it's in the sun, to set our L brackets. All right, I got all the brackets off of that, and I've got my spots marked. I know people probably do it a different way. This is the best way that I found to do it for me currently. And we're just gonna line those up, and we're gonna drill our hole so that we can put those little guys in there to mount into this. Now, another piece of advice, when you're doing this, always make sure when you're drilling your lid is up, because if not, you're gonna drill through the lid itself. You don't want to do that. But I'm gonna get this one put on. All right, I got all 4 corners mounted with the screw. I don't know what I'm doing. Right there, and the bolt and the lock washers in there. But all 4 corners are mounted. So now we've got to take this, set it on here, and play the adjustment game for a minute. All right, now that we've got it in place where it needs to be, it's always nice to have a second person underneath. Since we got it in place where it needs to be, we're gonna use the washers, lock washers, and the nuts. You're gonna stack them washer, lock washer, nut. Just like that. Now that it's all stacked on each corner, we're going to take our 11mm and tighten down each corner. All 4 corners are tightened down. We're going to put our vent back, or our filter cover thingy back in. They go in those 3 holes down there at the bottom. Those just line up, that sets in. And then there's 2 Phillips screws, and there's 2 holes. One right there, and one right there. Now that that's back on, she's ran it up and down to make sure we are still good, and that is installed. The fan works on the inside, still good to know I didn't break it. Don't think I broke it anyways. But yeah, we need to clean our roof. But it's installed down there. It's installed right here. She's got 2 max air covers. I don't know if Camco calls them that or not, but that's what people know them as. See you back down on the ground.
Still pretty muddy here. Watch me bust my ass. It's a chunk in the wild. Watch me. Whew, it's still really muddy. It's a chunky in the wild. Hey there, cat here again.
Hey.
Didn't mean to spit.
It's on my hand. Anyways.
Rather say over my mouth.
Allergies are still kicking my ass.
Yeah, I'm not as tore up as he is at the moment, but
my eyes are red, and it's not for the good reason. But we're gonna leave that at that because this is YouTube.
Chunky got his time up on the roof complete.
It's hot up there. I lost my shade tree halfway through. Though that wasn't as, it was warm, whatever. That wasn't as big a deal as the wasps up there. Good times. If when I was doing the bathroom vent, if I'd have rolled too far, I'd have rolled off the roof, and that wouldn't have held me.
It'd have held you for like a brief second.
Anyways, learning experience for me too. That's why I tackled the first one a lot off camera, so that I kind of had a better idea. There you go. Be able to explain some more stuff to you guys. So if you're not learning something, you're not doing. If you're not learning, what is it? If you're not learning one thing a day, I don't remember how.
Keep the brain
goes,
functioning.
But, always a good time. Been in the trailer a couple days staying with them out here, and I'm already back to working on it.
Well, yeah, because tell them what you've replaced. Well, there'll be other videos, but
She blew the faucet apart.
I told him there was a problem with it.
She said, "Oh, it's not shutting off," and I shut the water pump off. So I walked in there and I turned it on. The whole, it shot the whole cartridge knob and it took the whole cartridge up out of the faucet, and it was bouncing around the bathroom like if you shot a bullet in like a metal room ricochet. It was bouncing around the bathroom. So
when the pump's on, the water will run, but the pump goes wow, wow, wow. So with that off, it's shooting water all over the bathroom.
But got that changed. I got her
for Mother's Day. He got me a
new toilet seat, the vent, register vent for the floor in there that I stepped through 2 years ago. Finally got that changed. I'm gonna get a couple more so that they match and that they're new, because they're kind of bent in and stuff anyway. Just 18 years of being walked on, of course. But
is the trailer that old now?
Yeah, 2006, 18 years.
I haven't had it that long.
That's hard to believe that people born in 2006 are 18 now. I don't. Yeah.
Hugs from Mount Sterling, Pentecostaburg, or whatever. Like I said, I'll put a picture.
Nice hanging with y'all today, and we'll see you soon.
Chunky's enjoying being back into the RV. We'll talk at you soon.
Talk to you later.
Bye all. Thanks for hanging with us. Say bye to everybody. Say bye.